Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to dive into something pretty profound, an ancient idea about making a commitment so powerful it can change not just you, but how you relate to the entire world. So, let's just start with a huge question, shall we? What if the most genuine, heartfelt wish you could ever make actually had the power to change everything? I mean, really change things. That's the core idea we're going to unpack together in this explainer. You might think that an idea this big starts with some complicated philosophy, but it doesn't. According to the source material, it all begins with something we've all experienced: seeing other people, other beings, suffer. And what's really fascinating here is just how broad the definition of suffering is. It's not just about what the text calls the suffering of suffering, that immediate, obvious pain. It goes way deeper. It includes these big existential things, like the suffering that comes with the cycle of birth and death itself. It even talks about lower realms of existence, driving home the point that this compassion has to cover every kind of struggle you can possibly imagine. It's a truly all-encompassing view. Okay, so the motivation is seeing all this suffering. So how do you even begin to prepare yourself for a commitment of this scale? Well, it turns out you can't just leap into it. It takes some very deliberate preparation of both your mind and your body to build the right foundation. And this is the practical part. The source gives us 4 specific actions, and notice, these aren't just symbolic gestures. They're physical and mental practices that are designed to really focus your intention. It kicks off with having sincere faith in the 3 jewels, which are often understood as the Buddha, his teachings, and the community. Then comes the posture of humility, a gesture of respect and the act of taking refuge. It's all about aligning your entire being for this one powerful purpose. So you've got the physical and mental prep down, that's the foundation. But what's the emotional fuel for this vow? It's not just about grit or discipline. The source points to a very specific and incredibly powerful state of mind. And there it is, this one line. This is the absolute heart of the whole thing. All the preparation, the vow that's coming, it all has to start right here, with an attitude of loving kindness, and not just for some, but for all of them. The scope of this is just, wow, it's radical. This isn't just about being nice to your friends and family. The text is crystal clear this loving kindness is for all sentient beings. That means absolutely everyone and everything, with 0 exceptions. It's a compassion that is completely boundless. So, with your body prepared, your mind completely filled with this immense, boundless kindness, you finally get to the peak moment. This is where a simple wish gets transformed into something totally life-altering, taking the vow itself. The formal name for this is aspirational bodhicitta. Now, let's just break that down. The key word here is irreversible resolve. This isn't a maybe or an I'll try. This is a firm, unbreakable decision to reach your absolute highest potential, your own enlightenment, for one very specific reason, so that you can be in a position to help everyone else. This slide just nails the difference, doesn't it? A passing thought is so passive. Oh, I hope someone can do something about that. But this resolve, it's incredibly active. It's the shift from I hope to I will. It's taking personal responsibility for the solution on the grandest scale you can imagine. And the structure of this is just brilliant. The vow isn't purely about self-improvement, and it's not purely about helping others. It beautifully, powerfully links the two. Your personal goal, to attain enlightenment, becomes the actual tool you need to achieve the universal goal, which is to liberate all beings. You literally can't have one without the other. And for any of you out there whose curiosity is really firing up right now, our source text points you to where you can learn more. It mentions that all the qualities and the real depth of this vow are laid out by a figure named Maitreya in a text called the Gandavyuha Sutra. So think of it as a little breadcrumb trail for your own journey if you're interested. So we're going to end it there by turning the question back to you. This ancient vow is all about making an irreversible commitment that's born from compassion. So what does that feel like in your own life? What would it mean to make a truly irreversible decision for the good of others? It's a powerful thought to sit with. Thanks for joining me for this explainer.